of profit is known as business. The main underlying theme under the business is profit. Nobody wants to do business for just for the sake of some social.
I agree with you, my friend, but there are some moral issues as well as the companies TCS, Adobe, they pay attention to employee satisfaction also. They are morals in their policies. Like TCS has a brochure in which they lay out their policies. There are different policies related to ethics. There are ethical policies. They follow, all the companies follow some ethical policies. Only then the client go for that company.
Yeah, that is particularly correct that they follow ethical policy, but the sole aim for doing their business is profit.
Their sole aim is profit. I completely agree with you in that case. But if the company is not good at moral basis, then that company cannot make profit. You can take the example of Satyam. Satyam, that you can here the Satyam was making the profit. Satyam was showing that the revenues are going up per year, like year by year. But they were not ethical. Their act was not ethical. Their act was not moral. Finally, what was the result?
But we all know that this is the ethical dilemma that we are facing right now. Companies are facing right now, that no companies is having independent directors that are independent in their own sense. Even the company we are talking about, TCS, we know that their independent directors are paid. This is against the norms of SEBI. So you can't say that okay, then in Satyam case, the truth comes out. But in many companies, the truth is still underlying, that is not coming out. But you can't say that their main aim is not profit. They do all the ethics and these things they show so that they can have higher respect in the front of normal people.
I do not think that the independent directors are the sole responsible person for any fraud or like that. There are even audit companies, there are regulators who are all responsible. If they are not following their duty, if they are not doing their duty, then there is not only independent directors to blame. Even the regulators and auditors should also accompany you.
And then we should also look to the organizations such as WTO, IMF, and moreover UNESCO. They provide services not for the sole aim of profit. They cater their services to the mass to ensure that the future generation live in a complete good world.
I agree with you. There are organizations like NGO, UNESCO that provide services to mass, to a lot of people without any provision for profit.
And we should also think that profit is must for the organization. As we all know that survival of the fittest. This is the story given by our old age people, that who will be the fit, who will be the best will survive. So they need to make profit so they can survive best. But
we can also prove this with different examples. Like you can take the example of FDI, foreign direct investment. This also clearly explains that the profit is the foremost. Companies invest in another company just for the sake of profit. They want to earn a lot of profit. That's why they invest in other countries.
So we should have our first ever profit, but we should not have limitation such that we can do anything for the sake of just profit. We should the company should maintain their moral code of conduct, and they should be ethical enough so that if they are losing some revenue in any quarter in any fiscal year, then they can afford to suffer losses.
Friends, then we have come to a conclusion, not a conclusion, we have come to a decision or conclusion of it, that there must be a balance between the policies related to profit as well as ethical basis policies.
A balance can be maintained, but the first and paramount thing, we have to prioritize our things. First thing should be moral and basic, and then profit is also important, but profit can't be maintained in a long term if you are not ethical or if you are not moral.
That's right. But we can't prioritize things because you have already told me the examples of like organizations like NGO, UNESCO. They work for
and their workers are also paid by somebody. They also get donations. They got donation in huge number, and you know maybe they are also corrupt. Maybe someday it happens. It happens many a time that some NGO comes out that there was a fraud taking in that NGO. The chairman of that NGO was involved in some illegal activity.
I do not think there is any such case now available to
No,
us.
in November, but in the past we have come across to such cases.
But we don't find any case like NGO or UNESCO. All these non-profit organizations are involved in
And
such
we-
activities, fraudulent activities.
And we should also think that why any person go for an NGO like Shah Rukh Khan. We have seen Shah Rukh Khan and Amitabh Bachchan advertising for AIDS. This also happens for the sake of name. They want to earn more name. They want to earn more respect from the Indian citizens. That's why they enroll themselves for those programs, and they charge high fees. They charge 50,000, 60,000 for that simple program.
Obviously,
So their main
I
motive is
clearly agree
profit.
with you, but there is one thing. One can work for non-profit organization only when he has that much amount of money with him. Therefore, you are telling the example of Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, all these personalities. But here, I tell you one thing: they have that much amount of money so that they can help other people. They can earn fame only when they have money with them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The NGO people are also paid by someone else. So the main motive is profit. After that, suppose if you are making enough profit, then you can look for, okay, then I have to work this, then I will be moral enough, I will be ethical enough. But suppose you will start to lose, suppose you are not making profit, then you yourself will think that these ethics are not taking me anyway.
It means we have finally come to a conclusion that business is